जी साड़ी भी फोटो ये आ रहा है वेट थैंक यू क्या हो गया लाइव अच्छा ये हुआ oh that's right महाराष्ट्र Albert video blessing job for mobility है just time pass
नए लोग आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे, उनको एक बार कैप्चर करते रहो। यहाँ पे करेंगे, यहाँ पे वो टेंशन छोड़ो, वो हमारी टेंशन है, हमें उन्हीं को भेज लो। मेरी 4 हो गई थी, मैं ढूंढ रहा था मेरी फोटो में। घर वाले बंदे तो बिजी होते हैं। अभी क्या हुई बाली सर, एक मिनट आना।
आज ये अपना मेन है, कोई नहीं सारे टांगे सारे टांगे
अभी तो नहीं। अच्छा अक्षय सर पड़े हैं हाँ जिनके बात होंगे सारे।
और कहाँ रहते, कहाँ से आए?
मैं राजपुर डाटा इन्हीं पास होगा सारा डाटा इन्हीं के पास होगा।
सर नाम
क्या ಮಾಡಿ क्या ಮಾಡಿ
यार कोई यदि गाल बन दी तो 500 दिन
तो कौन आया हुआ है ऋषि है? हेलो हेलो वाटर कूलर के साथ टेबल में बैठे पड़े हैं जो बैग अरे अंदर दुकान में मान लीजिए पैनल सामने सीधा करके ना पर्दे चौंक सर और से कितना चौंक बड़ा ना अरे अरे फटो काफी
एक मिनट सर सामने देखना है पूरी हाँ जी सर
अच्छा
वेलकम सर वेलकम हाँ यस सर थैंक यू हाँ जी सर थैंक यू आज सर एक फोटोग्राफ वेलकम सर आज सर एक सामने हाँ सामने
हाँ जी हेलो
It is with immense pleasure that I stand before you all today, welcoming each and every one of you for PECOSA's annual alumni gathering. This gathering is just not an event, but a celebration of a shared past, a recognition of our present achievements, and a pledge for a brighter future. So now, not taking much of our time, I would like to invite Director of PEC, Dr. Baldev Setia, President of PECOSA, Engineer D.C. Bali, DSSR, Dr. D.R. Prajapati, Dean Alumni, Dr. Rajesh Kanda, Vice President of PECOSA, Engineer Ashok Prashar, General Secretary, Engineer H.S. Oberoi, and Executive Members, Engineer Adarsh Jain, Colonel P.D.S. Sandhu, and Engineer Sanjeev Bhavani, Engineer G.S. Garcha, Engineer Sandeep Bhargava, and Engineer Sanjeev Jain, along with Engineer Manish Gupta for lamp lighting ceremony.
चढ़नी चढ़ जाता
Now, I would like to invite on stage gold medalist of 1970 batch civil, MTech gold medalist from IIT Roorkee, who joined us in PWD in B&R department and retired as a chief engineer from there. Yes, you guessed it right. He is none other than our president of PECOSA, Dr. T.S. Bali.
who are present over here, as well as those present globally and watching this event live. I feel prayer in welcoming Director PEC and Patron PECOSA, Professor Dr. Baldev Setia ji, who spared his valuable time to grace this occasion and to boost the spirit of confidence in us. I also welcome Dr. Rajesh Kanda, Dean Alumni and International Affairs, and Dr. D.R. Prajapati, Dean Students Affairs, alumni, to enliven this PECOSA gathering. It's a privilege and an honor to stand before you today as we gather for the annual general meeting of our beloved NGO PECOSA. Over the past year, our association has achieved significant milestones, fostering the spirit of excellence that defines our alma mater. Before I delve into our achievements, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who have been part of this journey. Your unwavering support and commitment have been the driving force behind our successes. But I am also emotional and sad to say that many of our buddies left us forever during this period for their eternal journey to heaven. We pray the Almighty to rest their souls in peace and extend our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families. May I request all to please stand up in silence for 2 minutes to pay our gratitude and tributes to the departed souls. Thank you. Now, first and foremost, we take great pride in successfully organizing the Jaspal Patti Cultural Evening, a cherished tradition that not only celebrates our cultural heritage, the incredible talent of our alumni. This event has become a hallmark of our association as it refreshes the memories of that classic artist, Padam Bhushan late engineer Jaspal Patti, a 1978 batch electrical engineer who excelled in the field of comedy. The function was held in the month of April 2023 after a gap of many years and was attended by the students, faculty members and the alumni in a very large number. The auditorium was full to its capacity with overflowing enthusiasm outside also for the first time in the last so many years. The performance by the PEC students was applaudable and we have a big thanks for them. I am pleased to inform you that very soon a bust of late engineer Jaspal Singh Patti shall be installed in the lobby of the auditorium as assured by the Director PEC, Dr. Baldev Setia ji, and with that a long cherished demand and desire of PECOSA will be fulfilled. We are very grateful and thankful for this nice gesture. Besides, we hosted a spectacular global alumni meet bringing together alumni from various corners of the world. This gathering was more than just a reunion, it was a testament to the bonds we share and collective vision we hold for our beloved institution. Annual Alumni Week was held on 11th February 2023, and alumni of batches completing 50 years, 35 years, 25 years and 15 years of graduation were honored. It was a day-long celebrations right from the morning till late night. Approximately more than 500 alumni and their spouses participated in the meeting. In the evening, cultural programs by the students of our alma mater were performed to the thumping tunes and likings of all the honorable guests, followed by sumptuous and delicious dinner. The next annual global meet is scheduled to be held on 11th February 2024, for which we are extending an open arm invitation with love and warmth of affections to all of you, with hope for your full participation along with your spouses. A lot of feedback was received, both negative and positive, for the last meet. All the issues were taken care of, and hopefully the matter will be resolved and the forthcoming alumni meet shall be a memorable moment of your life. I may add that it is a matter of great pride that we have achieved quite a lot in our efforts of digitalizing PECOSA data and collecting all alumni. Further, our new website, which was prepared at a nominal cost of 15,000 only, and it is done without any major cost due to the contributions of the members of the executive body. Secondly, the website became the platform to undertake our mission to connect all alumni. In this regard, the important steps in search and connect missions for all of PECOSA, that is digitalization of college yearbooks, creation of the database, universe, and provision for making and updated individual profiles of all alumni was taken up, and lot of work has been completed. All of this without any cost burden on PECOSA. Now I will request that all alumni use this registration link provided to update their information so that the step for connecting the alumni with each other can also be facilitated. I have no hesitation in appreciating the hard work done by our General Secretary, Engineer Harpreet Singh O'Brien, and his team to develop this site. I may tell you that during the last year, after the elections, when me and my elected team took over the charge of PECOSA, you will be surprised to know that there was no office records, documents, and many other things to run the PECOSA affairs. It took quite some time to get into the job. Anyways, no grudge, as these are the teething troubles. I am grateful that Director PEC really acted like a patron and gave us the shelter within the campus. Our only submission now is to upgrade and refurbish this office, as lots of alumni visit quite frequently, globally as well as from within the country, and we have our business meetings quite regularly over here. And another important issue pending is signing of the MOU between the PEC and PECOSA. For this, we requested our Honorable Director and Patron in the last week, wherein he promised to do it within forthcoming fortnight. Sir, we humbly request you once again to act like our dear patron and resolve our issue. PECOSA shall feel obliged. Moving further, one of the core missions of PECOSA is to provide support to our current students who face financial charges. I am thrilled to announce that during the past year, we distributed a number of scholarships to deserving and needy PECOSA students. This only eases their financial burden, but also ensures that the brightest minds have the opportunity to excel at Punjab Engineering College. For your kind information, I may let you know that the following awards were given to various students during the last and the current year. Number 1, 1968 Golden Jubilee Alumni Scholarship instituted by batch of 1968 of rupees 50,000 each to 8 students. Number 2, Padma Awards instituted by Dr. Vijay Vasandani of 1983, mechanical in memory of his late mother, amounting to rupees 50,000 per annum to 1 student. Number 3, award of 1961 batch for books and instruments, amounting to rupees 12,000 each for 4 students. Number 4, Nirmala Patia Scholarship instituted by Engineer Anil Patia, 1993 Electronics alumnus, of rupees 15,000 each for 2 students. Number 5, Harjeet Singh Obrai and Manpreet Singh Obrai scholarship for rupees 11,000 each for 2 students in the memory of their parents. Number 6, PECOSA scholarships of rupees 10,000 each awarded to toppers of all undergraduate branches of engineering from General PECOSA corpus. 3 PECOSA Sydney prizes of rupees 10,000 each sponsored by Pegosians settled in Sydney, Australia. 3 Goyal fellowships of rupees 10,000 each instituted by Engineer O.P. Goyal of 1956 civil batch in memory of his parents. Number 9, 3 Shamsher Singh Atri scholarships of rupees 10,000 each instituted by Dr. N.S. Atri in memory of his father. 10, 2 prizes instituted by Professor Gyan C. Banga, 1961 Mechanical and ex-HOD Production Engineering, PEC. 11, Engineer Ajay Kadiya Award for 2 sports persons of rupees 7,500 each. 12, cash prizes amounting to rupees 33,000 for best projects during April in every year. 13, 1973 batch scholarship of rupees 50,000 for merit cum means. 14, Professor Rupal Jindal Award for rupees 6 lakh contributed by his daughter Mrs. Shimpu Sharma. Besides, we are thankful to Engineer Sanjeev Bhargava, he is today present also, our EC member, for his contribution of rupees 1 lakh towards the Institute of NASA activities, and Engineer Subhash Chandra 1982 batch for contributing rupees 1 lakh for EV vehicle project. Furthermore, our commitments to our alma mater extends beyond scholarships. We actively sought donations from our generous alumni network to contribute to the improvement of our institution infrastructures, research facilities, and overall educational experience. In addition, we have fostered collaboration with faculty members and intellectuals, brainstorming ideas and initiatives that will elevate the ranking and the reputation of our beloved college on global scale. I am pleased to inform you that our efforts to maintain financial transparency and accountability have gone through. The budget for the last year was meticulously planned and efficiently executed, and I am confident that we will find it in order during the financial report by the Treasurer Engineer Jorabar Singh, who is a brilliant, hard-working and dedicated to his assignment. Let me tell you in brief that an accounting system which is compliant with the income tax laws so as to avoid any future issues with the income tax department has been followed. we settled old pending income tax demands for the year 2017-18, 2020-21 through waiver of interest and penalties of about 1 lakh and paying base amount of rupees 4,91,000 unexpected expenditure with no liability but in previous balance sheets. There has been no cash withdrawal from the bank at all. Please listen. There has been no cash withdrawal from the banks at all during our tenure so far. All payments have been made through checks to the parties directly against expenses pre-approved in the executive meeting. No expenses have been made by PECOSA under heads such as president allowance, out-of-pocket expenses, open house, cash awards, etc. No expenses for executive committee meetings, as these have been borne by the members themselves. सब चाय पानी का अपने पॉकेट से देते हैं. No burden on the PECOSA. And no burden at all has been put on PECOSA at all, so we were able to save about rupees 21,000 from the budget figures. No cost incurred on posting of our website development, rescanning of souvenir as against the budget of about 50,000. All this has been done using our own personal time, resources and efforts by the PEC members. We spent on printing of event albums, souvenirs, flexes, banners for promotion of various events about rupees 61,000 as against the budget of rupees 90,000 taken for reunion chapter events. No legal expenses have been incurred. Please listen carefully. No legal expenses have been incurred this year as there was no court case because we believe in malice with none and love to everyone. Even the income tax cases were resolved by using personal rapport. We had to pay against certain awards and scholarships which though figures in previous balance sheets as expense payable but were paid physically during our period to PEC account since PEC had paid of its own from their account. To honor the tripartite MOUs, the amount of rupees 5,48,000 was an additional cash flow from the opening corpus. This system of directly passing the scholarships and awards to the students' accounts has now been restored, and from this year we have been personally handing over checks in the names of the students directly and felicitating them during our events. Now we have unique payment ID PECOSA at the rate of SBI and a dedicated link to make contributions to PECOSA. This has brought transparency and has created permanent digital track of all contributions being made by our alumni. The earlier events meets were being managed through third-party collection of monies. The same has been done away by roping in facility through State Bank of India Bank, which charges nil fee in case of debit cards and UPI payments, thereby saving a percentage of charges on collections. Though we started with assets of 2.31 crore, but even after making a cash flow against unexpected income tax liability of about 5 lakh and discharging of previous book liabilities of about 6 lakhs, we ended up adding about rupees 89,000 and ended with assets of 2.33 crores with 2.25 crores in FDs and rupees 3 lakh in bank accounts. In addition to this, we have about 2.29 lakh worth of alumni kits in our hand. Alumni have contributed about rupees 55,000 and are showing interest in procuring this from us. Any one of you, if you want to have, they can have from General Secretary or our treasurer the alumni kit for rupees 600. Now let us turn our gaze towards the future. The proposal for the year's budget, which our Trainer Engineer Joravar Singh shall present in a short while, is a reflection of our continued commitment to our mission. It is through your support and engagement that we can dream bigger, aim bigger, and achieve even greater success in the coming year. In conclusion, I want to reiterate that our achievements are not merely milestones. They are a testament to the dedication and passion that our alumni brings to PECOSA. Together we have made a significant impact on our institution, and together we will continue to shape a bright future for the students who walk the same halls we once did. Thank you for your unwavering support, and I look forward to another year of working together, achieving more, and keeping the PECOSA spirit alive. Together we are not just preserving our legacy, we are building a better tomorrow for the generations to come. Thank you, and may your journey ahead be filled with even greater success and fulfillment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now,
I would like to invite General Secretary of PECOSA, Engineer Rajesh Kanda, who is currently serving as Superintendent Engineer with PECOSA at Kanda,
to share his valuable words on this auspicious occasion.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to extend my warm welcome to Dr. Baldev Setia ji, our Director PEC, Dr. Rajesh Kanda ji, and alumni, Professor T.C. Bali ji, our President PECOSA, Engineer Prajapati ji, DSA, Engineer Ashok Prashad ji, our Vice President PECOSA, Engineer Sanjeev Bhavnani ji, our NCR Chapter President, Engineer Joravar Singh ji, our Treasurer PECOSA, Engineer Sanjeev Modgil ji, our General Secretary, our Joint Secretary PECOSA, Engineer Munish Gupta ji, who was ex-President of CIA Chandigarh Wing. I welcome to all other distinguished alumni who have come here specially and spared their valuable time and moment. Welcome to all of you. We gathered here today for our annual general meeting of PECOSA. This event marks a significant moment in our organization calendar, as it provides us the opportunity to reflect our past achievements, discuss our challenges, and chart a course for the future. First and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to all once again for unwavering commitment and dedication towards the PECOSA, especially my EC team members. When our committee took charge, we had numerous challenges, as already told by our President. It was end of pandemic, then we had litigation, other problems. There was no committee for 4 years, but even then, it is well said, it is during the time of adversity that true strength and resilience of the organization become apparent. I am proud to say that we have emerged stronger and more adaptable than ever before. As it is said, in every challenge we find strength, together we will go to any length. Later on, when the technical budget will be posted and presented by Engineer Joravar Singh, let me share our principle of or motto by which our EC team is working. Our EC team has adopted that under the President of Engineer T.C. Bali, that it is PECOSA for giving back, not for taking out. guiding principle of all our EC members is PECOSA PEC is like a temple to all of us, where we are here to give back. You will see that the expenses have been reduced to the minimum during this time. And next, what I will want to share, already Engineer Bali has already told all of you that we are towards the digitalization of PECOSA, complete digitalization, for which we took the help of, without college authorities' help, we could not have achieved this. Madam Seema is not here. She helped us, she is Chief Librarian. She helped us in locating all the souvenirs, college books, right from 1961 to 2022. And it was processed, it was scanned by our alumni engineer Abid Baz, who is one of our committee members, and without any cost. He bought all the expenses for scanning and for uploading in data. And I'm really thankful to Engineer Abid Baz. Now this website has come into existence. I will request all alumni to register on this website, because it was the old demand of the alumni that election process should held in a complete transparent way, and all the alumni should get it registered. The link is, I'm again requested, because a lot of our alumni has not come. They are connected with us globally through this YouTube link. So I request everyone to register on this link. Request that you may request your batchmates, so that, and very shortly, with the suggestion, with the advice of our other IT engineers, that we will be making a batch president, batch member who will be responsible for his complete batch registration. As our AGM has started, I encourage each of you to actively participate in today's discussion, share your insights and ask questions. Your input is valuable as we make important decisions that will shape our organization. Today we overcome challenges, seize opportunities and drive our organization to the new height. In conclusion, I am confident that the year ahead holds great promise for our organization. With collective efforts and dedication of our team, we can achieve even greater success. And moving back to digitalization, I wish to inform we have made a YouTube channel of PECOSA. Today, globally, we are being watched over global channel of PECOSA. Earlier, we used to hire that. Now, our alumni, with the efforts of our alumni, Akshay Raj of 2012 batch, I think a big round of applause for him also. As Baliji has told us, all of us, that we had numerous of prizes that I will skip. Now, I will request Dr. Setia to come on stage and grace this occasion. Dr. Baldev Setia, President PEC, Dr. Baldev Setia, our Director PEC and PECOSA patron, is a man of distinct vision and fountainhead of illuminate ideas and idol of knowledge. Boasting on a rich amalgamation of over 3.5 decades, a big round of applause for Dr. Setia, please. Dr. Setia took the Medal of PEC on 11th August 2021 during the centenary year of PEC. Proceeding to this, he was Professor NIT Kurukshetra. He has served at various distinguished leadership roles, notably as Director AICTE New Delhi. He has a rich contribution in the area of research through more than 170 research papers. He was recently awarded as the Eminent Engineering Personality Award for Outstanding Achievement in Engineering Profession by the Institute of Engineers, Haryana State Centre on the occasion of 55th Engineering Day at Maharishi Markanda Maulana Deemed University, Ambala. His legacy, professionalism and prior achievements resonate with us and serve as a true wellspring of inspiration. We are honored to have Grace Vice President, and it is my great privilege to welcome our esteemed Director, Dr. Baldev Setia, on dais to address the beautiful audience. Thank you.
Thank you, very kind words. Honorable Shri T.C. Bali ji, President of PECOSA, Engineer Harpreet Singh Oberoi, Secretary of PECOSA, Engineer Jorawar Singh, our Dean Students Affairs, Dr. Prajapati, Head Alumni Affairs and Corporate Relations, Engineer Rajesh Kanda ji, distinguished alumni of PEC present in this August gathering. Well, I feel honored, privileged and highly delighted to be associated with this August gathering. It's very rare that you get to meet and talk to the alumni, the ones who have really been the foundation stone of this institute. I know what kind of nostalgic feelings it brings about sometimes, but we who are in the institute presently feel highly grateful to the contributions that you have made, to the conventions that you have set. In fact, it's the traditions and the great work done by you all that makes us stand tall today. So I thank you and welcome you to the portals of this institute once all over again. Well, at the outset, I would like to compliment the present team led by Engineer T.C. Bali. I have been interacting through Mr. Oberoi very often. Mr. Oberoi, Mr. Jorawar Singh and others, they keep coming to my office. I know sometimes they have to make more than one phone call to get to me, but then normally I do not delay beyond that. And I wish to have interactions and whatever invitations they extend, I must share with you that this team is doing a wonderful work. They have been bothering us. I'm using this word bothering in a very, very positive, constructive way, because unless they really come forward, bother us, propose certain things to us, we on our own may not be really vigilant and active enough. So for that, Engineer Harpreet Singh in particular and the team in general deserves a very big round of applause now. Well, I must also share with you that just yesterday, one of our alumni, Engineer R.K. Tyagi ji, batch I could not really get, 1987. Oh, great. So he's been elevated to the top position of Chairman cum Managing Director of the Power Grid Corporation of India. In fact, we take pride. I have been sending messages to all my close ones telling them about this great accomplishment. Very keenly I was listening to the report that was presented by the President of PECOSA. But for some defensive part where I have my own reservations, it was a wonderful report in the sense that we have come forward to keep abreast with the latest what is happening in the field, digitalization, making a website, putting all the records together. I know when the request for making this site came, we wanted the help of the library. The library had its own reservations, but then somehow, and with the efforts of our friends sitting here who made all this effort, and it's been digitalized now. All these have been taking place very meticulously. as I said earlier, the team has been doing a wonderful work. Shri Baliji also enumerated all the scholarships, in fact most of the scholarships and fellowships that the alumni are making contributions to. Let me also add to that list that very recently we had one of our alumnus, Engineer Rooplal Mahajanji, who came forward with a very big fellowship for promoting research in the Department of Materials and Metallurgical Engineering. He made a contribution, an initial contribution of rupees 1 crore. And on our part, we have also set aside a similar amount to promote research in this particular department, which is perhaps as old as the institute itself. And another achievement, let me share with you. I wish I was in a position to announce that through this dais today, but that's also, it's on the annual, rather I would say very soon it will be taking shape. It is in the form of another big fellowship cum scholarship being given by one of our alumni of the 1986 batch of electrical engineering, Engineer Aditya Tim Guleri. He is also promised a sum of rupees or of the order of rupees 1 crore. Our alumni are indeed very rich, very philanthropic to think of, and I'm glad the seeds that you all reaped, planted so many years back, it's time to harvest them now. Well, dear friends, coming to the progress report from my side, I was encouraged by the progress report that the President made. I thought it would be necessary that the Director also makes a presentation of how your and my institute is doing. You would be certainly interested in knowing that. Last time when we met, and we had met in a relatively smaller group as well, wherein I requested your help and solicited your advice on envisioning PEC. Everybody around was concerned about the ranking of PEC. I know it's a matter of concern, had got to the extent of being a matter of worry, but then we had made various efforts in that direction. One of those efforts was we had an external peer review committee that was mandated by the board, and the team comprising of 6 members was on the campus continuously for 3 days. It comprised of 2 academicians of repute, 2 industrialists of repute, 1 eminent citizen, and 1 alumnus. And the board rightly decided to have one of us, and the member is present here, Mr. Sandhuji, Colonel Sandhuji is present here. He was one member of that committee who contributed in giving us a very comprehensive report. I've shared a copy of that report with the office bearers of the PECOSA. A few copies are still available with us. We have soft copy also of the same available with us. Those of you wish to have it, I'm glad I come forward to pass on the same to you all. It has given us a very beautiful, comprehensive report of what we are and what direction we should be heading to be competitive in this present world. And in fact, I would request you all that whatever you can, by whatever way you can, you must come forward to help us in that direction. Following one of the recommendations from that committee report, we went frantically into faculty recruitment. Let me tell you, our faculty strength, perhaps which was there more than 25 years back, sanction strength, And at that time, the student strength per batch, and there was not significant MTech, there was not significant PhD registrations. We mainly had BTech. And now the mandate, the requirements, they have all changed. We need to have research. We need to strengthen our master's program, but our faculty strength had remained almost the same. 25 years back, we were 162 as the faculty sanction strength. Until date, we are 162. We have not been able to make any headway in that. But nevertheless, the number had continuously gone on to dwindle. And there was a time when the team visited us, we were close to 100 present out of the 162 that could be had. That itself was short. But nevertheless, thereafter we made some efforts, advertised all those posts. 58 posts at that time were scheduled to be advertised. The exercise was taken up, and we were able to have 33 new faculty members. And let me tell you, impeccably fine, practically no serious complaint, and not a single court case. This is how we could. And these days, who are in this field or have been associated in this field would appreciate it much better when they realize that even the recruitments that were held in the High Court, they were also challenged. तो आप सोचिए कि हमारे लिए ये प्रोसेस कैसा रहा होगा. But I'm thankful to my entire faculty, all the office staff who came forward. We had a beautiful, impeccable set of regulations, processes. It took us time. We had to face some observations like, you are taking too long. You have taken 6 months to complete a process that could have taken not more than 2 months. And I had to quip back and tell them, सहज पके सो मीठा होए. 21 big committees involving more than 70 experts, and out of those 70, 2/3 coming from IITs, including directors of NITs and IITs in our selection panel. You can well imagine the voluminous amount of work that had to be carried on. Well, thereafter, working in the same lines and going by the national trend, we have created, or rather trifurcated, our Department of Applied Sciences into physics, chemistry and maths, something which had been the need of the hour. Nowhere in the country, no IIT, IIIT, NIT, CFTI has anything like an applied science department, which was something required, though of course we had to follow certain procedure, and procedures in a governmental setup are fairly long, but we could come up with that, and the results of which we are feeling now. CSC, Computer Science and Engineering. Last year we started 60 seats, new seats in Computer Science and Engineering with data sciences. Something which the market demanded. We had carried out a survey, CSC, data sciences. And this year we started 30 seats, again in the same department, but with a specialization of artificial intelligence, AI. That was again the need of the hour. This time we also started one new branch, which was slightly different from technology. But again, our placements, through our placement, internship and training cell, it's been very good. Unfortunately, I have been cautioned not to disclose the figures because that's against their policy. But all that they have assured me is that they are going very fine, and the latest trends, or the highest package this time also, last time it was 65 lakhs. The best of the companies is yet to come, but they said that we are very close to that, already achieved. So in that front also, we have been doing very fine. Last year, in fact, with the help of all the departments, all the sections put together, there was not a single activity that we did not have. On the contrary, going by the quantification, going by the numbers, we had been conducting our activities at various levels, which was said to be 3 times more than that we had ever had. This, of course, included our major activities like the PEC Fest, the Sports Day, the Blood Donation Camp, celebration of various days as the country demands, the Ministry of Education demands, the Ministry of Home Affairs demands, everything we came forward with. The latest one, where I did not have those figures, but those who had been observing it for the last so many years, when we had the Independence Day celebration this time. For the first time I was told that this hall was full, and even the outside red floor area, we call it. The red floor area, this was again packed, the kind of enthusiasm, something that we had not witnessed for even celebrations of the national days. So anything and everything that came our way to enthuse our students academically, research-wise, socially, everything we had carried out to keep the name of this institute very high. We have also been working towards our infrastructure. There is a hidden agenda that I have here when I say that I have been focusing on the infrastructure as well. And most of our infrastructure in the institute is as old as the institute. Most of our houses, faculty houses, staff houses, academic building, this was constructed close to 70 years back. And that includes director's residence as well. But now we need more infrastructure. We need better infrastructure. So while PECOSA has been doing considerably well in all other fronts, this is one area where I would like the PECOSians to come forward and help us. The first small proposal that I threw before the present team, Engineer Oberoi would remember it, was the renovation of this hall itself. It's not a very costly affair, but heart within, it's not a very proud statement. It's not PECOSA. That's my request to PECOSA, that they a part of their funds, a very small amount, so that collectively we can say that the credit for that goes to PECOSA as well.
Why not build a new one? This is a heritage site.
I'm coming to that, sir. We have already come up with a proposal of a new one. And that new one, it's as per our master plan. We have gone more than one step ahead in that. The architectural plan is ready. It has been cleared by the Buildings and Works Committee of the Institute also. It's a 2,200 seating capacity, 2,200 seating capacity hall. And it is to come up at the present, close to the gate 3 when you enter. All that has been chalked out. And the fund requirement is of the tune of 62 crores today. We have been doing quite a bit of spade work on that. And I, being a civil engineer, have a soft corner towards coming up with such proposals. And we have sent the proposal to the UT administration. Whatever, there is a process. You would appreciate that there is a process. Now regarding this also, let's not be misled by this that it's a heritage building. It is a heritage building only in the 4 walls. Inside, nobody has stopped us at any stage. So let's use that word with caution. The moment we say heritage, fear of the unknown, we feel as if everything has been blocked. No. I know we just cannot ignore this hall. We should not ignore this hall. Keeping everything in mind, nobody stops us from changing these chairs. Nobody stops us from changing the cladding on the walls. And all that is just peanuts. Yes, we cannot change the boundaries. One of them has been mentioned by the President himself. That's the burst of Shri Jaspal Bhatti ji. Again, fear of the unknown, as if it costs a lot. It doesn't cost anything. I've tried to work it out, talk to the experts also. The cost is around 5 lakhs. When you talk of the institute, or when you talk of a rich institution or a rich association like PECOSA, this amount is just nothing, peanuts. But still here also, I promised to Mr. Oberoi that as a token of our common project, we would request you to give us half the cost and half the institute will be bearing, so that we can always claim it and credit this to be a joint venture. By the time we have our Jaspal Bhatti night next, I believe everything goes right, we should be having it in place. It's there. But we have in fact 3 of them. Professor Satish Dhawan, cosmonaut engineer Kalpana Chawla, in fact going by the governmental trends, we are not supposed to, because this is a particular and a peculiar sculpture work. We cannot get it on gem. We cannot get it through tenders. It's a specialized, specific work. And that is the reason we took some time in identifying the persons first. But we were not able to fund 15 lakhs without the use of gem. Most of us are aware of what gem is. Every time it's not helping us. So because of those very difficulties, but yes, true, we are proposing 3 bursts. Professor Satish Dhawan, Engineer Kalpana Chawla, and Shri Jaspal Bhatti. But because this is the one that we had publicly made an announcement of, and wherein we wanted that there should be a joint collaboration. So that's the reason why I propose that we should have it soon and with contribution from PECOSA. So whenever you discuss your finances, kindly keep scope for this kind of bulk expenditure. Well, with this, I believe I think I've taken more than my share of the time. In fact, I had a few other proposals also to put forth before you, but then I leave it to the wisdom and desire of the general body, whatever they feel, they can come forward with. You have a rich corpus, I believe, something that you disclosed here. I want that all of you, in whatever way you can, come forward to help the institute in financially, physically, morally, and of course with us, stand along with us and encourage us. Well, with these words, once again I thank PECOSA for giving me this opportunity and wish this meeting, the general body meeting, all the very best for a very fruitful decisions and resolutions. Thank you. Please, sir, I'm duly honored.
Sir, please. One. I will also request our Vice President, Engineer Ashok Prashar, to come on stage, please. To honor our patron PECOSA, Dr. Baldev Setia. I will request Dr. Kanda, who is our head alumni affairs, to come on stage. Dr. Kanda, I would like to inform the House, he is triple gold medalist. Triple means he was gold medalist in prep. Those days it was 10+1, not 10+1, it was prep. Then he was a gold medalist of 1991 batch mechanical. Then he was against a gold medalist in MTech. So he had more than 30 years of experience with us. And I also wish to inform the House, both of his children are also PECOSians. His daughter has completed electronics engineering in 2023-22, and his son has just entered in artificial intelligence stream for the first year. Thank you for your support. Now I will request Dr. Prajapati, who is Dean Student Affairs, to come on stage. Dr. Prajapati also has around 28 years of rich experience. He has issued journals of 140 journals, and he has a MTech degree from IIT. After that, he did his PhD from Punjab University. Big round of applause for Dr. Prajapati. Thank you, sir. Now we have few awards. I will request Director sir to stay please with us, along with President Bali Sahab. Sir, aap isko karna. Our first award is 1973 award. We have a corpus of more than 8 lakh of 1973 batch. Big round of applause for 1973 batch. And we are this year the student awarded is Dipanshu Gautam. Miss Dipanshu Gautam, Electrical. Award of 50,000. Then we had Padma Award for 50,000. This was instituted by Dr. Vijay Vasandani of 1983 batch. We had more than 10 lakh rupees of corpus deposited with PECOSA from Engineer Vasandani. He has not come here. He is from 1983 batch. So Miss Muskan Singh of Aeronautical, award of 50,000. Then we had O.P. Goyal Awards. Engineer O.P. Goyal is 1956 batch civil alumni, and he has instituted an award of 1 lakh to 3 students. First student is Tushar Bansal, civil engineering, Manish, civil engineering, and Abhinav Gupta, civil engineering. The award is 30,000 each to 3 students as per the criteria set by Engineer O.P. Goyal. Engineer Munish, civil engineering, 3rd year civil engineering. After that, Abhinav Gupta, he is passed out of 2023. Then we had 1961 batch award for books and stationery award. We had 4 students who we have given 15,000 each. These 4 students are Muhammad Anas, Harshit Singh, Rajat Jindal, Mechanical 2023 pass out, and Atul, Production 2023 pass out. Then we had 2 leftover awards of Shamsher Singh Atri award also. And students are Tanish Kumar, Aryan Chaudhary. Aryan Chaudhary. Then we have Nirmal Bhatia award The award is instituted in the memory of Mrs. Nirmal Bhatia by his son, who is 1993 pass out electronics, Anil Bhatia. He is with us today. Subhendu Rao. After that, this year, PECOSA decided in its EC meeting that anyone from Subhash Chandra batch, 82 batch, sir, you please select on this. Yeah. It is an honor. Certificate. Then we had engineer Anil Bhatia, luckily is with us. Subhash Chandra. Then we had engineer Anil Bhatia with us. He is contributing for the last so many years. He is general manager with BSNL now there, currently posted at Panchkula. Here, engineer Anil Bhatia, electronics 1993 batch. He has instituted an award in the memory of his late mother, Mrs. Nirmal Bhatia. Then I wish to inform the House during Alumni Meet 2023, 1972 batch performed extremely well, and they also donated towards the PECOSA. A big round of applause for 1972 batch. Firstly, I will call Engineer Jitendra Palta, who contributed 1 lakh. Jitendra Palta is not today present. His batchmate, his roommate, when we are searching for him, so he is present. He will accept the honor on behalf of Jitendra Palta. Then our EC member, our very active EC member, rather I will say, Colonel Jaswinder Singh Garcha, who contributed 51,000 to the PECOSA. Then we have Rajinder Jindal, who contributed 50,000 to the PECOSA fund. Then engineer O.P. Goel, 1956 batch. He is not there. I will request Sanjeev Bhargava to collect his honor. Then we have requested Dr. Vijay Vansandani to be also present. He is not present. I will request Mr. Sanjeev Bhavnani to collect his honor. Mr. Sanjeev Bhavnani, 1983 batchmate of Dr. Vijay Vansandani. Then last but not the least, Professor Rooplal Jindal award has been constituted in his memory. Professor Rooplal Jindal was a professor in civil engineering, and in his memory, his daughter Mrs. Chinku, with the efforts of our EC member Ashok Bansalji, he has contributed 6,04,000 to the PECOSA fund to be given to the students of the PEC. I will request Engineer Ashok Bansal to collect this honor.
Then we had 1972 batch donors who have donated for the cause. If they are there, so I will request Colonel Galcha. 1972 batch. So, no, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
एक के बाद
Spend more time together, but I would like to take leave of you with the promise that next time when we meet, we have better and more and bigger things to tell you and share with you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, minutes of the meeting of the annual general meeting. What meeting of PEC
जल्दी नहीं सेल कट के सेल पता ही नहीं
I understand that how engineers feel about the finance and how finance is being looked into. So it could be a background for that. So when I had first trust in my EC meeting when I presented my balance sheet for the year 22-23, and I showed him that okay, this is what my CA has given me. This was shown to my EC members. See, this is the audited balance sheet, and these are my accounts. Most of the EC members said, what is this? We want to know what came in, what came out. इससे तो कुछ पता ही नहीं चलता. आप कहना क्या चाहते हो भाई? Anyways, but this is a requirement of Income Tax Department that we have to present accounts in a manner which is prescribed by the Income Tax. So, जो हम कहना चाहते हैं, most of the part, our President, Engineer TC Bali has covered. So let me just repeat those in a quick manner.
So we call it what all changed from before. So then it was a great challenge before me. So we have now a new compliant tax-based system, which says that we are now filling our tax returns, getting exemptions in time. I'll come to you in a later point why I'm emphasizing this. But the best part had been that we were having an interest on our FDs at a rate of 5.4% since long, which we got broken up, negotiated with SBI, we invested our FDs at interest of 7.1%. And PECOSA will have additional income because of this 2% increase over a corpus of 2.5 crores. You can well imagine what addition we are going to have. We were also suddenly came to know of old pending income tax cases, one of which was even time barred because 3 years is the maximum time which we can fight out a case for. And the previous balance sheet had no liability booked on it. Obviously, the auditor had remarked that if, as and when the penalty or tax gets imposed, it will be taken up. So, the two tax cases, we had no option but to settle with the department because the accounts which were there was a gap, there were some cash withdrawals, the accounting was not booked on the headwise, so it was on a difficult point. So what we negotiated, I personally visited the tax department, coordinated with them. There was a tripartite MOU with Engineering College, PECOSA and the laws. The college did not let it go during that point. The college kept on paying from its own funds. So when we came up, they suddenly asked, okay, you were dissolved, you didn't pay to us, but anyways, we kept the honor of the memorandum, so we were paying. You first reimburse us. Another point is that we have a unique UPI ID, PECOSA @SBI, and we have a dedicated SBI link on which we can do our contributions through SBI directly. This is on our website itself. If you go to PECOSA.in, contribute, we have this link where we get dedicated SBI link to make our payments. Now, what difference does it make? It not only brings transparency, but it is creating a permanent digital record on what you contributed and what was the mandate you gave at that time. This has been permanently recorded. The earlier events meets were being managed through third party, which charges around 5% of the fees collected because the event management company gets that money through them. But through SBI contribution system, which is rarely given to private organizations, but was given to PECOSA, we are not getting any of these charges or cash leakage of funds to a third party on account of collections for our AGM and other things. Again, there was a liability of around 5.5 lakhs, which was already booked in previous balance sheet, but cash flow happened this year during our time. So 5 lakh that, approximately 6 lakhs that, so 11 lakhs was additional cash flow which went out of our books this year, though it was booked or unbooked. Despite that, we ended up with a similar corpus, thanks to the contributors and donors. And as Mr. Bali has told us already that we already have alumni kits. People are showing great interest. We are able to, give it to them based on the contributions which they give. So let me show you how my EC team wanted me to present the actual detail of accounts. They wanted me to show simply what came in my bank and what went out of my bank. So the first was the income tax part of the report. This is what came in my bank, what went out of my bank. So on the payments part, everything listed in this column is what went out of my bank. The payable means it was booked as a payable in a previous balance sheet. So I paid 10,000 which was previously booked for audit fee, some direct taxes, scholarship payment for the alumni meet kits, and then I paid to SBI for making FDRs 2 crore 36 because we reinvested these. There are some bank charges,
and some other expenses like this. Let me compare these expenses with the budget which I proposed last year. So if we look at the budget, figures which I presented last year, so against the audit fee accounts, the first thing to note was that before we assumed the charge, there was already expenditure which was done. So this is 3,56,000 which was already committed and done before we came, and eventually it came to 4,04,830 which was already pre-committed. So only expense our team did was 1,66,188 rupees to manage the entire year. How we managed accounting and audit at 21,800. Website only 15,000 was paid. That was for transferring from earlier vendor Rajesh Kanda, who also have alumni with them. And this was only re-hosting and transfer charges. Otherwise, the entire website cost, scanning cost, as Engineer T.C. Bali has already told us, is being borne by EC members themselves. We have done no Gmail expenses this year. We have only done 68,000 against 90,000 committed AGM, EGM, event expenses. For the reunion, we have only spent 60,000 for the chapter B. We had taken a budget of additional 90,000 because last time we had 3 batches which were to be honored. So we took, instead of routine 90,000, another 90,000, but we were able to save entire amount. We took a budget of 1 lakh for legal expenses. We did nothing. We spent nothing on that account. So this is how our balance sheet fares against the proposed budget. Now coming to the next year's budget. So we have taken a rough estimate that reunion will cost us around 15 lakhs as before, and we'll have a similar contributions coming from the alumni. Why I have taken 2,50,000 as interest received in FDR? Because this is the only interest which I am taking for use with me. Rest all interest which come from FDR, we either add it back to the contributors account so that it can be used for the welfare of students, or membership, against the membership we collected, it goes to the membership fund itself. So we have taken a AGM expense of 90,000, I think we'll manage much less than that. We have taken a website expense of 25,000, a printing expense of 25,000, accounting is standard 10,000, audit fees of 11,800 is standard, we cannot do much. We have reserved this time 75,000 additional. We wish to carry out some events connecting students, which is first time which will be going. We like to run blood donation camps, we like to run Swachhta campaigns so that we have more connect with the students this time. And even with that, we are expecting that we'll be adding back to our budget. With this, I end. Over to Shri Harpreet ji. Okay. Let me show you the current status on the corpus. In 23-24, we have already paid scholarship of 7,35,000 so far. 5,09,000 is still in our hand, which is payable. This is the corpus which already our President Sahab has announced before you. This is the current status of corpus. Our balance sheet is already there on our website. It is downloadable. It was pre-loaded on the website for people to see. Even this corpus status is also available on the website on live dynamic manner. So I put all this to vote by raise of hands. So it will get passed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Juravatji. One more agenda we had in AGM was Constitution amendment. You can put up your suggestions on the Constitution. Constitution as such is there on the PECOSA website. You can go through there are certain things like, as told by Mr. Jaravar and our President, that PECOSA is like a temple to us. So we are planning even for the membership, even those who wanted to contest. First of all, there should be no contest. Those who wanted to contest, they first contribute something for this NGO. That is our only purpose. And then there are other suggestions for the improvement, like number of members and all that, which we will be taking up later on. Any other suggestion by any other member is welcome. Anyone want to say anything? आपका बताइए मोहित जी. Adi, please write present here and connected online. That Constitution is not like that. We will be going to change here and there. It means something. So only important amendments which are deemed to be required will be changed, and 90 days time. Every alumni is connected through various WhatsApp groups. He is welcome to give his her suggestions. Now I will request Engineer Mohit Srivastava. He has something to say. Please.
Very warm welcome to all of you, and I'm really happy that you're giving me this opportunity to speak. I am Mohit Srivastava from the 1987 batch. It has been my I know we are all here. There is not a single soul here in this auditorium who is not proud of his PEC. It is an extraordinary legacy that we have all inherited, and that is basically what we want for our PEC. What do we want for all of us? I speak my heart. I think it will resonate with you also. We want PEC and the alumni of PEC to thrive and prosper. Now, my association with PEC has been very, very vast, in the sense that I passed out in 1987, and ever since that time, since 1987, I was never more than 5 kilometers away from PEC. In 1987, I passed out. I was a senior scientific officer in Punjab University, hardly 2 kilometers. Then after I started my own institute, and I was about 3 kilometers. My office was in 38. Except for a period of about 3 years, when I went to Bangalore and set up my office there. I have been very closely connected to PEC, and this is just a feedback, very, very simple feedback I want to give to all of you, and to bring you on the page of what my experience has been on this journey. We are an extraordinary group of individuals, and I speak from my heart. There's no written something that I have to recite or something to you. We are more than 25,000 people. I always say PECOSA is like a Ferrari. We have an unrealized potential of more than 25,000 engineers spread all across the globe. And it is very nice that Engineer Bali is taking the right steps in that direction, and the present EC members are taking the right steps in that direction so that we can realize it. But there's still a lot of ground to be covered. I have been associated, it has been a fortune to be associated with nearly every director of PEC since 1987. More than hundreds of students, I lost count. Then I have been associated with faculties. Most of the faculty members were also from PEC, so I know them well. So this is the feedback I want to give, that we have an unrealized potential of PECOSA. How do we make it global? Now, to make it global, I think we need to, and you, the people sitting in this auditorium alone, have the power. I want to tell you, each of you are responsible because you are the AGM. The AGM is the only authority that can make any amendments in the constitution of PECOSA. So you who are holding the power of making positive changes in PECOSA, if PECOSA becomes powerful, so how do we do that? It is a shared journey. We are not having any differences of opinion. If we have any differences of opinion, they are not personal. Our only opinion is how do we make PECOSA global. So some of my views are counterintuitive. It is like, after spent much of time, 30 years in this environment, you will not keep on saying, bahut badhiya, bahut badhiya, bahut badhiya. There are small things that you see, very minor adjustments, that if we can do, then PECOSA will be a Ferrari in the 7th gear. So this is what I want all of you to introspect, have we realized our potential? There is an enormous potential for PECOSA members, 25,000 PECOSA members, to contribute in the growth of their alma mater. Now, PECOSA has a fiduciary responsibility towards this 25,000 members and towards each of its stakeholders. When we are in PEC, we want to give donation to PEC, but there is another thing also that I want PECOSA to focus on is on the development of our members. Our members, how to help the stakeholders of PECOSA. The PECOSA needs to create value for all of its stakeholders. Now you are here, tomorrow you require any help from PECOSA for your business, you want to go to US, you want to go to Canada, you want to go anywhere. So PECOSA should be able to help you. So this is what I've been pressing for a long time. 2-3 times my mention also was there. I was the one who filed a court case also. In 2012 I came here and I pressed for doing electronic voting in the same auditorium. A lot of changes have happened, but these changes will only come when we introspect and we call for those changes in a democratic way. So I have a lot of hope in the present EC, and I hope these things will be implemented. Once I will leave this, I have studied the problems that we face, and I am not going to make it personal, but I understand there are some flaws in the Constitution. Why I am standing on this stage, I want you to think about it. There are some flaws in our Constitution. In our Constitution, there are very limited members. Only maximum 20 members को आप select कर सकते हो, which ends up in a lot of politics. उसको vote कर दो, उसको vote कर दो. So what I was suggesting was, why don't we select one member from every batch, and this will strengthen PECOSA enormously. Believe me, sir, PECOSA की strength है 100 times per day. You choose 1%. We are more than. I was also the one 14 years back. I went to the college. Jaspal Bhatti, Kalpana Chawla के अलावा कोई था नहीं. I digitized all seminars. I created the website. We have a Facebook. I created a Facebook group of 6,000 members. Telegram also we have 3,000 members. The thing is, why can't we all work together? PECOSA will grow by leaps and bounds if you identify the right talent who's good for the job, and you have a clear vision where you want to reach. अगर आप आज की डेट में मार्स रीच करना चाहते हो, तो you have to have a trajectory. You have to want to reach there. So I think the most important thing, first step is.
Thank you very much. With this, anyone else? Amit Gupta ji? आगे चल.
Thank you very much for giving me time. Majority of us practice nothing but more than Gurdwara, the church, mosque, we feel proud of it. And with this deep attachments, we have been coming over here, going over here. I have not missed any alumni meet over here so far, as far as I remember. But 3 or 4 times I have raised one pertinent question to the authorities over here, that it is 100 years old institution. We are seeking lot of pride in the past. This institution, even 100 years old institution, has not become one of the premier institutions in the country. Something is basically wrong in the thinking itself. So I am going to finish off my talk by saying only one thing. Kindly see that PECOSA as a body also expect something more from PEC. It has been a wonderful institution, a reputed institution, but kindly do not seek your all the time pride in the past. You are nowhere in the world ranking. Kindly situate when we are going to achieve that rank. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sir, your name and badge, please, sir. Your name and badge, everybody.
I am Dr. A.S. Baldev. I passed out in 72, metallurgy. I am MBA from Punjab Agriculture Institute, Ludhiana. I am doctorate in management from Faculty of Management Study, University of Delhi. And I retired from Indian Ordnance Factory as General Manager. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now we close our AGM, and I will request students for a national anthem, and then we will have a lunch. I will request everyone to stay for lunch also. Thank you.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. Thank you. Lunch is ready. I request everyone to join us for lunch outside the hotel. Thank you.
Thank you.